You've been told your whole life to be open, to be vulnerable, to share your heart with the people around you. And yes, honesty is a virtue. Transparency is beautiful. Community is powerful. But there are 4 things God specifically warns you never to share. Not with your best friend, not with your family, not even with the people sitting next to you in church. Because some things, when exposed too early, to the wrong person, in the wrong season, don't just lose their power. They become weapons used against you. And today, we need to talk about what those 4 things are. Because the enemy has been using your openness against you, and you didn't even know it. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You shared a dream with someone you trusted, and suddenly, it felt smaller. Their doubt planted itself inside your faith and wouldn't leave. You opened up about a struggle, and months later, that same struggle became gossip in someone else's mouth. You told someone about a blessing God gave you, and the moment you said it out loud, something shifted. The peace disappeared. The attack started, and you've been wondering ever since. Why does it feel like every time I share something sacred, something goes wrong? It's not your imagination. It's not coincidence. There are things God placed in your life that were never meant for public consumption. And once you understand which 4 things to protect, everything changes. Here are the 4 things God says you should never share, and the biblical reason behind each one. Thing 1. Never share your God-given vision before it's time. When God gives you a vision, a dream, a calling, a direction for your life, it is a seed. And seeds don't grow in public. They grow in the dark, in silence, in private soil. Joseph learned this the hard way. God gave him a dream so powerful, it would one day save an entire nation. And the moment he shared it, his own brothers threw him into a pit. Genesis 37 verse 5. Not because the dream was wrong, but because the season wasn't ready, and neither were the people around him. Proverbs 29 verse 11 says, "A fool vents all his feelings, but a wise man holds them back." When you announce your vision before God releases it, you invite opinions that were never authorized, doubt that wasn't meant for you, and spiritual interference that targets what it now knows exists. Don't announce. Prepare. Don't explain. Obey. Let your fruit speak when the season comes. Until then, protect the seed. Thing 2. Never share your spiritual battles while you're still in them. There is a critical difference between a testimony and an open wound. A testimony is what you share after God delivers you. An open wound is what you protect while He's still healing you. When you're in the middle of a spiritual battle, depression, addiction, doubt, temptation, and you expose it to the wrong person, you don't get prayer, you get pity. You don't get faith, you get fear, and sometimes you get judgment. That cuts deeper than the battle itself. Jesus understood this. He didn't reveal everything to everyone. He had the crowds. He had the 12. He had the inner 3, Peter, James, and John. And even then, there were things only he and the Father shared. Luke 9 verse 28. Proverbs 4 verse 23 says, "Guard your heart above all else, for it determines the course of your life." Your vulnerability is holy ground. Not everyone is worthy to stand on it. Share your battles only with those who are anointed to handle them, not just available to hear them, because some people don't pray for your healing. They replay your wounds. Thing 3. Never share what God told you in secret. When God whispers something to your spirit, a warning, a revelation, a word just for you, it is not a conversation starter. It is sacred instruction. Mary knew this. When the angel told her she would carry the Son of God, the most supernatural announcement in human history, she didn't run to tell everyone. Luke 2 verse 19 says, "She treasured all these things and pondered them in her heart." Why? Because revelation loses its purity when exposed to the wrong atmosphere. Some people will mock what they don't understand. Others will twist it, reframe it, or plant doubt. Where God planted faith, and some will use what God whispered to you as ammunition, because the enemy always listens for open doors. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 7 says, "There is a time to be silent and a time to speak." Not every word God gives you is meant for your audience. Some are meant for your altar. Guard what God whispers, because when you treat revelation as sacred currency, God gives you more of it. Thing 4. Never share your blessings with everyone. Not everyone celebrating with you is happy for you. Some people praise you publicly and envy you privately. And when you expose a blessing too early, a new opportunity, a financial breakthrough, a relationship God restored, you hand the enemy a target. Think about the wise men who visited Jesus. God specifically warned them not to return to Herod and reveal where the child was. Matthew 2 verse 12. Why? Because some blessings are too new, too fragile to survive exposure. God's favor is like fresh oil. It must be covered until it's ready to pour. When you broadcast what God gave you before it's established, jealousy follows, doubt follows, and sometimes spiritual attacks follow that wouldn't have found you if you had stayed quiet. Celebrate in gratitude before you celebrate in public. Thank God privately before you tell the world loudly, because true favor doesn't need an announcement. It reveals itself in time, and when it does, no one can argue with what they can clearly see. Matthew 7 verse 6. Jesus himself said, "Do not give dogs what is sacred. Do not throw your pearls to pigs." That sounds harsh, but it is one of the most protective verses in the entire Bible. Not everyone deserves access to what God placed in your life. Not every person in your circle is assigned to your calling, and not every relationship has the spiritual capacity to handle what heaven deposited in you. Learning to discern who gets access to your sacred things is not pride, it is stewardship, because the enemy cannot attack what he doesn't know about, and people cannot curse what they cannot see. So before you share your next dream, your next struggle, your next revelation, your next blessing, pause. Ask God first, is this for people's ears or for your glory? Move in silence, grow in secret, and let your life speak louder than your words ever could. If this spoke to something you've been feeling, drop "I will guard what God gave me" in the comments. Let's build a space where people protect what's sacred, and subscribe, because in the next video, we're going to talk about something even more powerful: the dangerous prayer most Christians are afraid to pray, and why God is waiting for you to say it. Not everything is meant to be shared, but this video was meant to find you.